What the hell was that? It's really, really
fake as hell.
Ugh. Pre-launch check in the CUPRA FORMENTOR VZ272. CUPRA mode. S for the gearbox, Sport for ESC, now we have launch control. RaceBox is connected. Ugh. Not a great launch. Should do 7.2, actually doing 6.7. As I said, 772 horsepower. Top speed should be 220. Oh, it's definitely more than that. So it's really overperforming. 100 to 200, 16.63. That's actually quite decent for a relatively big car. This is a crossover, of course, the Formentor. It's not as fast as the Leon Sports Tourer I tested with the exact same drivetrain, but you know, that makes sense. You also really feel it, like that was only 2 days ago that I tested that car. This does feel slower. And the Leon was just, actually it was relatively fast, I'd say. Okay, let's do another 100 to 200. There we go. Horrible sound from the CUPRA drive mode. Sounds like a broken 4-cylinder or something like that. Let's go into individual, and then we have a different fake sound mode, which is a little better. Ooh, that was a bit quicker. 16.47. But it's overperforming, and that's something we always appreciate. It's always the case with this newer Golf GTE drivetrain that you find in sort of any VW product nowadays. They are properly overperforming these models, and I really like that. They are quite a good offer. Of course, it's a hybrid, but it's a very usable hybrid. So if you do electric only, you can do 120 kilometers with this, with just the battery, which I think is really impressive. The only downside is, you know, it's sort of performance oriented. It's a VZ model, so you do want that performance all the time if you can. Let's go this way, otherwise we're standing here for 5 minutes. You don't want that performance all the time, but the petrol engine doesn't charge the electric engine, or the electric batteries, I should say. The only thing you can do is hold the charge. So if you push this, it'll maintain the charge that's currently there, but it won't fully charge up the battery, which I think is a bit of a downside, but only a small one. Other downside is traction. This car has everything going to the front, so both combustion power and electric power, so 272 horsepower on the front wheels. It's really struggling in the corners, and it's very noticeable and quite irritating. But it does love to go around a corner, because the handling of the car is really good, and that is always the case with the Formentor models. They are really good cars. They are my favorite crossover, actually. You sit quite low, so you don't feel like you're driving this wannabe SUV. It looks great. I think the bonnet shape is really cool, which you notice while driving. I think the seats are really nice. So these are the standard bucket seats. You can optionally also get the carbon fiber sabled cup seats, which are a bit more pronounced, and they have a full matte carbon fiber back. They are gorgeous. You can only get them if you get the VZ Extreme, and if you get that one, you also get the Sennheiser audio system, which is fantastic, really fantastic. Yeah, should we do another, should we do 100 run, see if we can improve on that number that we got? Okay, CUPRA mode. Let's find a nice patch right here. Easy sport. Build up the... What the hell was that? Wow, that was weird. Okay, going to try that once more. Ooh. Struggling to get 100 there. Let's try that again. Wheel spin. So at lower speeds it's always struggling basically. So it would have been better to split the petrol power and the electric power. So maybe the electric power should go to the rear and petrol power to the front. But that would probably be too expensive. And they want this car to be affordable, which I totally get. Okay. What? Like, what the hell is that? They really need to do something about that. I don't know what is happening, really. Have that issue with the Leon or the Golf GT. 6.59, so that's 0.6 of a second quicker than what they claim. That's really good. That's good journalism right there. Okay, now let's pull over and let's see what the outside is like. Because I think the Formentor is actually quite a handsome car, even for a stupid crossover. So first of all, the interior. What I do like, this steering wheel, really sporty. You can switch the drive modes with this one, start the engine like an R8. We have physical buttons, which I really like. What I don't like is these shift pedals. It's just horrible shifting manually in this car. Really laggy. Not on upshifts. The upshifts are pretty sharp and quick, but the downshifts are just horrible. Really bad. Other than that, well, the seats, as I said, really nice. Loads of rear space actually. Really spacious. Good amount of space in the rear for your luggage and stuff. The infotainment is a 10, I have to admit. Really responsive. You have all these shortcuts that you can use to turn off the nannies. That's really good. Other than that, I think the finishing with the bronze accents, little ESC button right there because it's a driver focused car. I do like stuff like that. Big physical buttons. That's really good. This finish, it's all quite nice looking and very different to other VW group models, so I like that. And then the outside is maybe even better, because I think this is a good looking car, especially if you have the stacked exhaust, the quad pipes, because then you have a 5-cylinder, the VZ5. Well, this is a facelift model. They don't do the VZ5 anymore, but this comes with these exhaust tips in bronze, but they are fake as hell. Yes, sir. It's a little black insert right there. I do like the shape of the rear light unit, and I like the shape of the front light unit, which is also different for this facelift model. And if you get the matrix LED lights, it looks even nicer, so that's an optional extra. So that was it, little review of the CUPRA FORMENTOR VZ272 Hybrid.